Well, welcome to this week's episode of Thunder TV. It's round 15 and we're here at Altona at JK Grant Reserve. We're very lucky to have my co-host Frenchie here today after a pretty full-on ski accident yesterday. Tell the viewers at home about that.
Oh, look, it wasn't too bad. It's nothing really that the girls don't do each week out on the field, but I will have a little moment. I did, it was my first experience on the snowboard. Might have had a mini crash about an hour into it, and I'm sporting quite a nice bruise on the old coccyx and sacrum area, but nothing that the girls aren't going to be doing out there today. Like, they get battered and bruised each week. So straight on to the game. We've got pretty blustery, windy conditions here today, which are going to play a fair factor, I'd say, in the game, Tess.
Yes, as you can tell, it is very windy down here. The girls are playing on the oval just over to the side of us here and getting ready and having a kick to try and get a feel for the conditions. Playing Altona. Been hit by the football, by the players.
That's exactly what we're talking
about. That's right.
Live
you see
TV.
this? See what happens here? Rude during the coverage. Always trying to get on the camera, Maddie Kay. Ridiculous.
So back to the game, we're taking on the Altona Vikings, and it's the last game of the regular home and away season, and the girls are really trying to take some good form into the finals leading up to next week. You know, they've cemented their place on top of the ladder and will no doubt be playing Sunbury Lions next week. That's sort of locked in. But the girls want to take in some really good form, and you know, conditions today might be like this next week, so they've got to be on their game. That's
right. Well, best of luck to the girls today, and hopefully today pans out for our 15th consecutive win. Go Thunder!
Go the Thunder! Okay, we've been lucky enough to grab the coach Russell Jeffrey just before the game here today. Now, Russ, last game of the home and away season, next week's into finals. What are you looking from the girls today leading into the finals?
I think we've got to really show our best footy. I mean, you want to be going into the finals, carrying into the finals your very best form. So even though today the conditions might challenge us with the wind, I'm really expecting the girls to give their absolute best and produce their best style of footy.
Now, like you said, you know, leading into finals next week, the girls have secured top position. You're going to be taking on Sunbury Lions next week. What sort of things will you be looking for in today's game in particular when you know you're going to be playing Sunbury next week?
We really want our defence to continue on from where they've played all season, which is the best defence in the competition. Just be ruthless and make sure that the opposition don't get many scoring opportunities. And if we win the ball, just get it out of there quickly so we can open it up for our forward line. And that's our best footy. When we run, when we kick long, when we find people in spaces, that's why we're on top of the ladder. And I really want our team to produce that today.
Fantastic. Now, Russ, I think the last time we spoke to you, we spoke about how the fact that we've had a fair few injuries during the year, but a lot of the girls are starting to peak and get back into form now and get back into the team. How are you going to go with all the selections? Are you looking today's, the last sort of chance for the girls to prove themselves? Are you how's that playing on your mind?
Well, it's definitely on my mind, but not in terms of a negative sense. I want to put the best football side out ever, as far as this team's concerned. So to do that, we need 32 players to be available for selection. And as you say, a lot of them are starting to get back to form and come back from injury. So that part's taking care of itself a little bit. In terms of, there are a few girls who are going to have to, this could well be for some of them their last game for the season. So they've got to give it give it their best shot. I mean, they know that. We spoke about this 2 weeks ago at Ballarat, that for some of them, the equation of 25 positions into 32 people doesn't work. So somebody's going to be disappointed. But I think as a player, if you've actually given everything you can and you don't get into the squad, you can't have any questions. But you'd have some, I just hope that everybody does it, because it's disappointing to miss out. It's even more disappointing if you walk around thinking I really didn't do my best to give myself that opportunity. So that's all we can ask the girls to try and do, and if they do, it'll be fantastic.
Great. Well, we really appreciate you taking a bit of time out before the game. I know it's a busy schedule here, particularly before the game, but good luck for the last game of the home and away season. Let's make it 15 in a row.
Thanks. Good on you guys.
Thank you.
We're going to take a few minutes before the game here at Altona to talk with one of our club champions, Andrew Taylor. Andrew, tell us a little bit about your involvement with the Bendigo Thunder.
Well, Mum's the president, so I come along and just help out any way I can.
Fantastic. Now, you are generally down whenever you can. What's a general day game like for you? What are your duties and what do you do here at the club?
Drive the bus if I have a licence, cut oranges, help Russ out, time keep, and then drive home at the end of the day. So.
Wow, so pretty much mixed bag. You get a whole lot of jobs, and I know the girls really appreciate having you down here. The season's gone tremendously well so far. How do you reckon today is going to pan out? And for finals as well, what's your sort of take on the next few weeks?
Well, touch wood, we have a really good win today, and next week we have a win and have a week off to rest up the girls. So.
Yep. Well, fantastic. Thank you once again for your involvement this season. You do a super job and you've got the board in your hand, so you've obviously got a duty for us today, so we better let you go back, get back to it. But yeah, thanks for being part of Thunder TV.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Let's take 60 seconds with Melina Taddy. Melina, what's your nickname?
Teddy Jr.
How old are you?
I am 17, 11 months and 2 weeks.
Fantastic. So in 2 weeks' time you'll be turning 18, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so youngest in the team?
Yep.
Okay, if you weren't playing footy, what would you be doing?
Probably playing netball still.
Okay. How long have you been involved in the club?
2 years playing, 1 year with Dad with at the start of the year, yeah.
Fantastic. So pretty much the whole time that the Thunder's been up and going, you've been involved in somehow?
Pretty much.
Great. Favourite bus driver?
Oh no, Beth.
Oh, doesn't your dad drive the bus sometime?
Yeah, but I like the boys' bus because it's comfy, so I don't really go with Dad.
Fair enough. What's your playing number?
Number 30.
Okay, what's your favourite food?
Palmer.
Okay, favourite number?
Number 3.
Okay, favourite colour?
Green.
Okay, any pre-game rituals before the game?
Sometimes Dad does my shoes up, but that's about it.
Okay. Is there anyone on the team that thinks they're God's gift to the footy?
Granny.
Okay, that's 3 in a row. Last question. Actually, I'm getting away from test. 60 seconds is done.
Sweet.
Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you, Taddy.
Thank you.
We're here post-game with Shaylee Murphy-Burke. Now, Shaylee plays for Altona. Fantastic game out there today. You had great effort at the ball. Unfortunately, didn't come away with the win. But from what we understand, it's your 100th game. And, really good ceremony at the start of the game. How was it for you out there today?
Oh, it was pretty exciting. I had no idea it was even my 100th game today. So that was just really shocking to come out, and it was a good game. So
yeah, fantastic. You ran through the banner, and your mum was so proud of you. I think she was almost in tears. So you've obviously got a lot of support over your years playing football.
Yep. The club really supports me. My mum, my number one fan. So yeah, it's really good to have that support as well.
Fantastic. And I think it was your team manager was saying you're involved in the youth girls and you've had a lot to do with footy. So tell us a little bit about your experience being involved in women's football.
Well, I played under 14s for 1 year at this club, and then played youth girls for 4 years, now seniors for 1 year. I'm coaching the youth girls this year as well, probably next year as well. So
wow, fantastic. A lot of involvement. We hear you moving up to the next level in the next league next year. So where are you heading with your football career?
Hopefully I'll play for the Sharks next year at St Kilda in Prem Division.
Yep.
And just see where it goes, just try my hardest. So
fantastic. Well, well done today. We're so proud of you, and everything you've done with women's football. So well done. We'll let you get back to the team.
Thanks.
Well, we're here post-game with the captain, Emma Walters. Now, while another convincing win to round up the home and away season, how do you reckon the girls went out there today?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, we had a bit of a target. We wanted to go through the season undefeated. Conditions here at Altona pretty windy, but we sort of, pretty confident with the team that we had that we were always going to be pretty competitive. And to come away with the win, 15 straight, it's a really big effort by the girls and something we're very proud of.
Now, speaking of things that you're proud of, it must be a fantastic feeling leading the team out, this group of girls, week in, week out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm stoked to be the captain of the Bendigo Thunder, and coming off last season, we had a big year, and to captain the side back to back, it's you feel a little bit of pressure, but the leadership group we've got here at the Thunder, the girls, the team itself is we all group together very well, and it's they make it a pretty easy job.
Now, speaking about leading from the front, okay, you kicked 3 goals quite early in the game. That must have been a good feeling. Get off to a good start.
Yeah, it was a really good feeling. I've sort of hadn't had a few touches in a couple of weeks, but the girls have been scoring, getting the goals anyway. But it's nice to get your hands on the ball, and it's nice to kick truly, and I don't mind snagging a goal every now and then.
Well, it looked fairly good from the sidelines. Now, just looking forward to next week, first final, taking on Sunbury Lions. What do you expect when you go into that game, or what's going to be the message going into that game next week?
Just keep going, playing the football that we're playing. What can we expect? A physical contest. They're going to be very physical, so we've got to make sure that we go out there and we play the way we play every single week, and just know how we've got to play against Sunbury. So I've got a couple of physical players, and we just got to be smart about our football. Just concentrate on kicking goals, concentrate on winning, concentrate on playing like a team, and we should be right.
Well, fantastic job today. You're an absolute gun of a leader out there. Very proud to be having you as the captain of our club. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Frenchie.
What a fantastic way to round out the regular season with the girls taking home their 15th win of 15 games this season. Let's take a look at the weekly wrap-up.
The Thunder took a windy drive down to Altona today to take on the Vikings in the final game of the home and away season. Kicking with a strong breeze in the first, the Thunder kicked 4 goals without allowing the Vikings an opportunity to score. The Vikings kicked into gear in the second quarter, booting 2 goals at the scoring end, challenging the Thunder, but the girls battled against the wind, answering back with 2 majors to lead by 25 points at the main break. Bendigo kicked away in the third term, adding 3 goals to the scoreboard, again denying Altona any time in their forward 50. The quarter wasn't without injury for the Thunder, with Ruck Rowie coming off after a hard collision in the forward 50. In an evenly fought-out fourth quarter, the Thunder improved their consistency and accuracy against the wind, slotting 2 more goals, running the game out strongly and securing an undefeated season. The final scores: Bendigo Thunder 11-5-71, defeating Altona 3-3-21. The best players: Emma Grant, Michelle Barkler, Raven McCall, Abby Hay, Millie Hipwell, Kelly Mensforth. Goal kickers: Emma Walters 3, Cherie O'Neill 2, Kelly Mensforth 2, Emma Grant 1, Alana Wern 1, Sarah Baldwin 1, and Bree Hards 1.
Well, what a fantastic way to round out the regular home and away season. Tess, next week, finals fever. You looking forward to it?
Very, very excited. I'm pretty pumped for finals. Next week we're playing the Sunbury Lions at Craigieburn. That's actually a ground we haven't played at before, and from what I understand, it's a really great ground. It's used for VFL teams and for some AFL teams during the pre-season. So it'll be a great stadium to get down to and have a look at our first final. So super excited.
Yeah, and like you said, we are taking on the Sunbury Lions. Now, the girls have previously played them 3 times this season. They've won each game, but we do know that finals is a different sort of ball game, and that Sunbury are quite competitive, quite physical, and are going to be taking it right up to Bendigo Thunder. I think going in undefeated, we're obviously favourites going into it, but sometimes it can be a bit scary from leading from the front.
Yeah, I think it's tricky sometimes. The girls don't want to get too, ahead of themselves, and some are a bit superstitious about getting too far forward. So it's nice to make this final and play Sunbury, and like you say, finals are a pretty different ball game. Everyone's fighting it out. So yeah, next week's game will be really, really interesting down at Craigieburn.
Well, we hope that we can get a bit of a crowd down at Craigieburn. First final for the Bendigo Thunder down there. If they win, they'll go straight into the grand final. If they do happen to lose, we get a second chance, which is great because the girls stayed on top all season. So please come on down to Craigieburn. Join us next week at 2 o'clock. We'll see you there.